Hello, hello, hello. I know it's been a while since I've done a live stream, but there's my phone telling me I'm going live. Make sure the audio is down. This is so I can see the chat when I have this video pulled up. So I'm going to wait a little bit. I see there's 4 people here. Hi, everybody. Jim, good to see you. Craig, Dana. That's 3. And whoever else, 4, 5, whoever else is here, hello to you. Carlos, hey. So I have about 40 minutes worth of pre-recorded video of me pulling up some really, really, really good footage in the editor. And I'm going to just be talking through it and telling you what I'm doing. And also, I will take any questions whatsoever. I can stop and reverse. Hey, Planet X. I can stop and reverse if there was something you saw you want to look at again and things like that. But as far as me magnifying around on it, that's already done. Hey, Clyde. Yay. I'm glad to see everybody here. So that's what I'm going to do is play this video and just talk about what's going on. And I can see questions. You guys can ask me anything. It doesn't necessarily have to do with the video, but I know a lot of you guys do have YouTube channels and you do some lunar footage and things like that. And, you know, I want to be as transparent as possible to show you exactly what I do to produce these videos as far as the editing is concerned. Y'all, I also use another program to put the clips that I create together and to add the music and things like that. But this is the nitty gritty of it. This is what I do. And this particular footage, I was playing with the buttons on my my regular Nikon P1000. And somehow, and I don't even know how, I came across a setting where I can get the footage at 120 frames per second. You have an incredibly clear night and you shoot the moon at 120 frames per second with a Nikon P1000. It is phenomenal. So there's several places that we're going to look at, and a lot of different settings and stuff that I'm going to use, and I'll show you the original RAW, and then show you what I do to bring out the color and some of the clarity and things like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right to it here in about 2 minutes. I figured I'd wait till 5 after to start it. And hi, Deanne. I haven't started anything except for telling you what I'm fixing to do. I'm just, I've got some footage at 120 frames per second. I pre-recorded myself doing my thing in my editor. And I've got where you can see the control panels and everything. So you can see exactly what I'm doing. I am more than happy to answer any questions you guys have. It doesn't have to pertain to this tutorial or anything like that. I just want to interact with you guys. I haven't seen it. I haven't done a live stream in a couple of weeks. This is an extremely busy time of the year for me, and now I've just added something else, and that's the what they call the green market, where I make my little clay things, and my husband has been building some cool rustic cedar things, and so we're going to add those in there. And so but you know, that's been really, really busy. I did go ahead and get a whole bunch of things made up, and so now I'm just to where I can just make, you know, create something little. But you know, I still have my home life, all my chores and everything I got to get done. And we have a humongous garden that is already starting to produce. And so I'm about to get even more busy because I have to preserve all this food. That's my job. James plows and plants and weeds and hoes and all that good stuff. And then when everything starts producing, I go out there and pick and do all the preserving. So that's a lot of work, especially when you have a giant garden. So I have, I'll tell you everything that I have that I'll be preserving. I have giant blackberries. I've got figs. I've got 3 different kinds of tomatoes. I've got 3 different kinds of hot peppers, bell peppers, carrots, potatoes, onions, radishes, green beans, corn, and I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Oh, I'll tell him you said hi, Craig. So, hi, Glenn. It is so good to see you. Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a live stream once a week. My only problem is at the moment I can't be tied down to a specific date and time, just because I have so much going on. But before I start this, I'm going to tell you guys. At first when my channel got hacked, I was all gung ho for getting it back up and trying to build it back up and all that. And that was in February. This is June. And I don't know. I guess I just felt like I got I don't know. I just felt deflated about the whole thing. It's like, I put everything I had into that channel. I really did. I worked my ever living ass off. I even got in arguments with my husband because he said I was ignoring him. I really did. I put everything I had into that channel. And just to have it all ripped away like that was, I'm not crying or whining. I'm just trying to let you guys know kind of where I've been at mentally. It's just, it kind of takes a while to sink in. And so this time I've decided that I'm going to take a different approach. This is not the first time in my life that I've put everything 100% I had into something and then, something bad happens. I'm permanently disabled right now because of that. So, I'm getting older, and I've decided that, I'm just going to do this so that it doesn't take over my life and control my life. So, and also then, I started feeling a lot better and all that, but I do have some people. Hey, June, good to see you, girl. I do have some people on YouTube who, for whatever reason, I don't know, feel that it's necessary to say bad things about me. And usually I'm a pretty strong person, but at the moment I'm not that strong, and I can't let it affect me like that. But I only have 201 subscribers. What kind of a threat am I to anybody? Except that I'm exposing the truth. That's the only thing I know. I've decided that. Hang on a second. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. I decided that I'm just going to show you guys exactly what I do. And I'm going to show you how to fake stuff too, so that and you can take the information I give you any way you want. I don't care. I am not picking anybody particularly out with this. I'm just showing you how it can be done. So, yeah, I bet I do. I ignore them now, but you know, sometimes it's just it gets to you after a while, because I've always tried to be kind to everyone, and I've always, you know, tried to be a very positive person. So I am not taking anything to heart anymore, but and I'm not going to sit here and cry and boo-hoo, but I'm going to just chin up, put my big girl panties on, and show you guys how it's done. So we're here. Here we go. Feel free to ask me any questions you like. If you see something that I hear a noise, it's weird. If you see something you want me to stop the video and go back or anything like that, I'm going to have this full screened on my laptop, but I have the chat up on my phone here where I can see it. So if y'all are ready, you guys ready? I'm going to go ahead and hit play, and I'll just talk about what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Okay, so here we go. All right. All right, so this footage was taken maybe a couple of weeks ago, maybe not even that long ago. It was shot at 120 frames per second. This was right at dusk. The sky looks pretty blue there, but as we zoom in, you'll see that you'll start to see the darkness. But I'm just playing so that you guys know this is original raw video. I'm going to show you guys at first. I'm not going to show you the whole clip, just what exactly we're going to be taking a look at and stuff. So here we go. We're just going to zoom up on it a little bit. This is with the Nikon P1000. At 120 frames per second. Oh, thank you, Craig. So you'll recall I did a little video on this. And now we're going to add our effects. This is the raw footage, 100%. So I'm sorry you can't see some of the stuff that I click on because it's not docked in the program, I guess. But this is just the magnifier. I don't have any other effects on this whatsoever at the moment. And I hope this is good clarity for you guys, because it is a live stream. If it looks crappy, I apologize. That would kind of defeat the purpose. But yeah, check that out. So see, the more you zoom in, even though this is really good clear footage, it still looks pretty fuzzy. But I mean, considering we're 50,000 miles away from the moon, it's not too bad if we really are that far away. So get a better view, back out just a little bit. This program, editing program, if you have a laptop and you want to do lunar footage, man, I'm going to tell you what, this program, it's a free program, and it is awesome. Oh no, Planet X, is your camera okay? Because that's like one of my biggest fears. I don't let anybody touch my cameras. So if something happens to them, I can't blame anybody but myself. I would be 100% gutted too. But I will tell you, my husband, he had a fabricating shop for many years before I met him. And if I had to, he would fabricate me something. He'd figure it out. It's that hillbilly ingenuity, you know. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks, Dave. Golly. Now here's an interesting little place that I'm just going to zoom up on, and now I'll start playing around. We got the brightness and the contrast up right now. I turned the brightness way down and I didn't touch the contrast. So we're going to fiddle with it a little bit. Probably add the auto color button, I believe. Grain removal. The only part of this program that I paid for is the grain removal. It was $20, but it's lifetime though. So the grain removal is basically, I'm just trying to smooth it out a little bit so that it's not as fuzzy. Well, maybe that's your excuse to get a new one there, Dave. Hey, Diane, how are you? Duct tape. Yeah, Jim. So we got the grain removal. All it does is kind of smooth it out. But I'm going to show you later in this video that we can play with these other, with these buttons and create a moon city using the grain removal tool and pixels. And I'm going to show you. Carlos, what'd you say? My camera has reached out the 99.99 pictures and videos. Now it looks like it's working in slow mode and stopped suddenly. Oh no. Hey Dana, there's my twinsy. So here I've just, if you can see, I've used the grain removal and the auto color. And this is called, this is on the magnification where you can kind of make it look 3D-ish with the bulge. It's called, one way or the other. I just thought that was a really interesting area right there to look at. So, and you see when you start playing around with the brightness and contrast, depending on what you're looking at, you can turn up the brightness to catch some stuff on the terminator line that you might not see. And then you can turn down the brightness on the really, really bright parts of the moon so that it's not so washed out. Either way. Now, the red and green that you see, they're not really colors on the moon. It's called chromatic aberration. It has to do with the camera, the way it sees the bending of the light, I believe. If I'm wrong about that, please feel free to correct me. I am not the all-knowing and all-seeing. Don't tell my kids that. Wait, they're adults. My kids used to think I was psychic. What they didn't realize is that they couldn't get away with anything because I already did it all. And so this there's Mercuricium up here at the top. See how, and there's also something, you're never going to get a picture that is 100% crystal clear all the way through and through, just because of the atmosphere, because of the waviness in that atmosphere and stuff. You're going to have some parts that look fuzzy and some that look clear. That's just the way it is. There's nothing you can do about it. Unless you're like in orbit of the moon or something. You're that close. Wouldn't that be awesome? I did it all. I did it all. Just about. There's some things I wouldn't do. But my kids couldn't get away with anything. They used to tell their friends I was psychic. So here we have Paulus Mons. That's not Mons Paulus. I think it is. Anyway, but here is Bear Mountain. I've showed you guys a little dome. Here I'm showing you with the auto color, and I think that's all I have on there is the auto color right now, where you can see it really good. I'm going to show you some slowed down footage. We're going to see these. Hey, David White. So I have, and excuse me for clearing my throat, you guys, I have allergies, something awful. But I have I'm going to slow this down. I'm going to slice it right here. That's a slice tool. And then I'm going to pick just this last half of this video. And I'm going to slow it down. You cannot see what I'm doing when I slow it down, but I slowed it down to like 7%. You'll just see that part of the video that's pink right now. You'll see that it'll just suddenly get longer. So that's what I'm doing, slowing it down to 7%. And I'll tell you why. There's these little, I've called, y'all know that have been around for a while. I talk about the little black dots. I don't know if they are actual things moving around on the moon, or if maybe they are craterlets that are coming in and out of focus. I don't know. I mean, right at first glance, to me, it appears that there are these little black dots moving around. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Carlos. Yesterday, I decided to chase a storm with a double rainbow and forgot to close the side window of my car outside when the phone shooting and the camera got all wet. That's one of those don't smack your palm to your forehead moments. So here we are just turning down the brightness and up the contrast. So we can, I don't have the auto color or anything. This is just brightness and contrast only. But you see the little dots? The little dots are just, I don't know what they are, but they've always fascinated me. Always fascinated me. You can see the little dots without using the editor, but they're just a lot harder to see. So let's see. It looks like I am trying to decide what to do. Auto color. And just adjusting it, just here's the thing. If you pull your footage up in this editor, only thing you're changing is the footage that you will save from the editor. It doesn't change your original footage whatsoever. So feel free, play with the buttons, see what this does, what that does. I mean, that's how I figured out how to operate my cameras. I had no clue. Oh, thank you. That was very awesome, Dave. Yeah, I would like to get back up to 500 subscribers at least so that I can have a community channel, a community tab again. Just because there's so many things I like to share with you guys. But here it looks like I've got, boy, I'll tell you what, in my editor, this looks so much more clear. I feel like it's probably because because of the stream. I had that on top chat instead of live chat. Sorry if I missed any comments, guys. Could have sworn I had it on live chat. So anyway, these little dots. Yeah, see how pixelated that is? I feel like it's my stream quality is shit right now, and I apologize for that. I live out in the boonies. There's nothing I can do. But I think you can still kind of see the little dots I'm talking about. Also, that grain removal tool really taxes my computer. Generally, I don't use it unless I'm going to magnify up really close. Here, I'm just figuring out what I'm going to show you guys next. And like I said, this is just my raw footage. So right there. There's, so can't remember. I think I just picked some stuff out. I think we're going to go over here to sinus irritum and Bianchini crater and whatnot over in that area, because this was a really good shot of that. And we'll take a closer look at that. And then I have another, right after this, I have another video to show you guys of the same, just different areas. You're very sweet, Dave. You are a very, very kind person. So happy you're a part of our community. Oh, thanks, Dana. Because I mean, I don't care about anything else. I would love to do live streams and stuff again, but because I don't have, I'll be honest with you, I don't have a lot of extra moolah right now, like nobody does, to afford postage and stuff to send out prizes and things. And that's one reason why I haven't been doing any giveaways lately. But I really haven't been doing a lot of live streams either. This is sinus irritum. This always shows some really cool stuff. But I'm going to show you, you can turn down, like I was talking about before, you want to turn down the brightness or turn up the brightness. I don't like to use the contrast a whole lot, especially on the Terminator line, because I feel like we miss a lot. So sub live stream only if you can. Oh, thanks. Dave, well, you know what? You notice I'm not putting my face out there anymore. I'm tired of the effing trolls. I'll be honest with you. And I know I try to be sweet and nice and everything, but I can't do the trolls. And I'm telling you guys, you don't see a lot of it. You really don't. But I get some of the most nasty, vile, horrible things said to me. I'm not even going to, I'm too much of a lady to repeat some of the stuff that's been said to me. Chris Rollins, you're late, but that's okay. So I really do get some horrible, nasty things said about me on other channels, not mentioning no names or nothing. And then I also get comments, and here's what they do. Because they don't have the balls to leave it up there, what they do is, this is a tactic for trolls. What they do is they'll leave a nasty comment and then they'll delete it right away so that nobody else sees it, but I still see it. And I'm telling you, some of that is some of the nastiest stuff. I would never, even somebody I couldn't stand, I would never say some of these things to. Horrible. And be honest with you, my husband was like, "That's it. I've had enough. I do not want you to put your face out there like that anymore." He's like, "I see what it's doing to you." And he's like, I can't deal with it, because my husband is one of those people who, if the people said that to my face, they wouldn't have a face left. He's one of those people. So it's frustrating for him too. So I agreed The only way, this is a current picture of me down there in the corner. It's what I look like. Just me. But as far as just putting my face out there, I just ain't going to do it anymore. It's like just setting myself up for it. So this right here, this little area has always been extremely interesting to me, and I've never really been able to get a really, really clear picture. There's that little triangle right there for one. Interesting. Yeah, I'm sure, Chris. I know. I'll tell you, I'm capable of trolling. I really am. But I don't want to, because I just don't want to put that bad karma out there. That's awesome, Jim. You guys are travelers, aren't you? So it just is. The reason why this looks so fascinating to me is because they're rounded. And if these are remnants of meteors in this particular area, with it being that big to be able to see it like that, there should be a crater that is way bigger than what we see, but there ain't. So why is it rounded? What eroded it, if it was erosion? What eroded it to smooth it out like that? Because, I mean, people will say, well, there's focal distance and blah, 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 and it tends to round things out. But yet you can see all around it that there are plenty of things that are not rounded off. They're very geometrical. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what those balls are. Carlos says, I don't have patience at the moment. I spend the day putting up with my kids, not for adults who behave like kids. Yeah, well, I mean, my children, my youngest child is 35, so I don't have that issue. But I understand that 100%. Thank you, Dana. My question is, how does a crater grow a dome over it or make an octagon? Yeah, that's a good question. This area right here, I'm still learning things in the editor, and I can do like, you know how the astrophotographers like to stack pictures, stack photos. I don't like to stack them, but I did just to see if I could. And I did a stacked photo of this area. But but a still frame from the video is way clearer than a stacked photo. So, you know, I decided to, doing all that extra work to stack a photo when I can just take one single frame from a video and I can get better results than stacking. Now that's for the moon. Now, as far as deep sky objects, that's not my forte. It's not my thing, at least not at the moment. So I think here we are at Menelaus crater. I just did a video the other day about it. I'll show you. The top one is Menelaus and the bottom one is Menelaus or something like that. Yeah, raw footage always wins hands down. You're right, Craig. Let's see what we got here. Same here. I've got a 15-year-old who's lovely at the moment. I'm waiting for her to become a rational human being again. You know what? I had two 15-year-old daughters and a 15-year-old son, not all at the same time, thank God. But the eye rolls and the door slams are a daily thing with 14 and 15-year-old girls. Oh, that's cool, Dana. Yeah, they do look like globes. So what I'm showing you is not Menelaus or Menelaus. It is like the edge of Mare Serenitatis down in the southwestern corner, Or a lot of times that area looks kind of like it's got a reddish color to it. And to me, it's always looked like there's some kind of lights and things like that. So here's another instance where I show you, especially where something's lit up, I will see these little black dots, whatever they are. They could just be little craterlets, but I don't think so. Oh gosh, drama teens. I do not envy you at all. I never was a 15-year-old girl, but I knew a few of them. Chris. Oh, I bet you were quite a little player when you were 15 years old there, Chris. So here I'm just showing you in my editor exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, they are clear. And it doesn't matter. Wherever there is a crater that is lit up, I see them. It doesn't matter. Thank you, Dana, for sharing my links. On the link there that she shared, that is where I have my merch. I do not mark anything up, guys. I make from $3 to $5 per t-shirt, and less on the other things. You can also order one of Dana's t-shirts there. Have a great Dana. I have those on my store. So if you guys want to grab one of her t-shirts or just look and see what we got, that's cool. Chris. So here's how you can bring out the beautiful colors of the moon in the mares, especially like mare. Golly, it just left my brain. We got I can't even think of it. Sorry. Anyway, especially in this area, I'm having a brain fart. Old lady disease. Now I can also see these little black dots moving around. Oh, here we go. I'm going to show you how to create a moon city on the moon by using editing. So if you pay attention to the controls, you're going to see. I have all of them on right now. And show you what the original area looks like. I'm going to, and then I'm going to show you how with using pixelation and auto color and grain removal and all that. And then I'll invert it, and you'll be able to see where you can say, ooh, look at all these pipes, look at all these lines. And but what the truth is it's not real. So that is going to be coming up in this footage here pretty soon, I believe. It's just so easy to be fooled these days. There's so much misinformation and so much fakery out there on all fronts, not just lunar footage, not just UFOs and things like that, but everywhere you look, there's bad information. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you this little guy first. This is a little tiny crater. It's probably only maybe 5 miles across, tops. And I'm showing you, see in the editor where I'm starting to bring out some lines and things like that. Those are pixels. Check it out. You just keep playing around with the buttons. You can create anything you want. You really can. This is a really good editor. I mean, so see where we have these squares, things like that. Oh, it gets better. I'm going to show you some stuff. So those are because the grain removal tool or the blurring tool and the auto color mixed together, it creates these little like pixel like things. And I'm going to show you some stuff that you guys are going to be like, okay, I get it. So like I said, this is just something I came across in my editor playing around with the buttons and you know, I don't ever want anybody to think that I create fake crap. I do create fake crap, but it's just for your information. It's not to make you believe that it's real. So that's basically what this particular part of this is about. Okay, now I'm just forwarding through the footage very slow. And this is for the black dots. So, I mean, I would love y'all's opinion. If you think it's craterlets, do you think they're something else, something moving? I don't know. Just because of the way, you know, it focuses in and focuses out, that could be what makes them appear to be moving. Now, there's been a few times where I've seen something that obviously shot across the surface of the moon or somewhere between my camera lens and the moon. It could be space junk that I saw before, but these are on the moon because everywhere I look, they're there. So I'm just not really, you know what, unless you're on the moon, you have no way of knowing if something is real or not. Just think about the distance between the end of my camera lens and the moon. It is hard to say what they are, Chris. Dana says it looks like the moon has mass transit. Well, if that's true, that would be awesome. Because some of the things look like little black dots. Other things look like a whitish dot. Like I just saw one down there at the bottom that appeared to go cross in this area. I don't know. You can rewind it and look for yourself. Just look toward the bottom of. And another thing that I look for is if you see a black dot appear and then disappear, just watch it for a minute or two, watch it for a minute or a few seconds and see if it reappears in the same spot. Then you're going to know it's a craterlet. It is fascinating, Dave. It absolutely is. It's fascinating to me to just sit here and try to figure out what in the heck am I looking at, You see, I just saw something going toward the top that appeared to appear and then disappear. I haven't figured out how to make a very, very slowed down video, not just do frame by frame. Maybe I don't have that in my editor, but there's so many buttons I haven't even touched yet in the editor. But I thought it might be kind of fun to pull up raw footage live and just play around with the buttons and let's all just see what we can see with it. So here, this is actually where I'm going to show you the fake moon city. I remember now. I'm sorry I did this last night, and so my memory's a little fuzzy on exactly. I know what I did, it's just when. So this is just like an oblong looking little crater of some sort. I will show you what it looks like without any effects on it whatsoever. Whatever the dots are, they're going to be huge there if we can see them from here. True. So now I'm just playing around with the buttons. And we'll see. And I'm going to show you how I can create a fake moon city in this crater. Watch. Forward the footage a little bit. Still see lots of little dots moving or appearing to be moving. So I'm showing you on this one. They just I don't know. It's just absolutely fascinating to me. I mean, I don't particularly think that it's space debris. I mean, I think maybe a logical explanation would be that they're craterlets appearing in and out of focus. But some of the things don't reappear except for way across the screen. So I don't know. It could just be an illusion, you know? It could be. I mean, could they be shadows of boulders? It could be anything, really. I like to look at all points of view, from the conspiracy theorist who believes in everything to the absolutely most insane critic. I try to look at all points of view and kind of, form my own opinion if I can. Okay, that's cool, Diane. So you can see the pixelation, however you say it, in this crater. And I promise you, I am going to show you the fake moon city at some point. And I remembered it was this crater particularly. So I think we're going to do that now, maybe. Get us some really extra heavy duty editing on here. Everything's on the table as far as I'm concerned. The fun bit is trying to figure it out. Right. That's what I love about this. It's never boring, ever. And I still have all of my, or most of my raw footage. I have all my raw footage from the full spectrum, and I have a lot of it from my other Nikon. So here we are. We zooming way, way in. You see the pixels from the auto color. Look at all the pipes and things that it's not real. This is editing. This is bringing out pixels and making them look like something. I promise you guys. Now we'll get it really. That is the raw. There's nothing, no editing on this whatsoever. Hey, Quinn. And I'm just playing with the buttons. Just showing you the difference. Zoom way in, zoom way out. And I believe I'll do an inversion. And we're going to see the fake moon city. Pretty fascinating what you can do to fake people out. And here again, like I'm just playing around with the controls. So you can see the square building starting to appear and the pipes and the lines and connections and all that. See it? Here we go. It's just editing. Yeah. Just editing. Thank you, Medina. So the blurring tool is taking where the auto color added color in certain areas as pixels, and it's way magnified. Now we're going to invert it. You can see what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to go, I'll probably go way overboard because that's what I do. But y'all understand what I'm saying, where you can take pixels and play around with the buttons in an editor and create what appears to be some sort of a moon city. Now, I did a video on my other channel, and I was fooled into thinking that what I was seeing was real. I honestly, I'm not so sure on that, if it was real or if it was just this, but just for the sake of transparency and honesty, I want to show you guys how it can be done. Have you ever tried to capture other planets with your camera? They do great work. Yes, Carlos. I've gotten Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, and Venus with my camera. I don't think I have any of those on this channel, but I did have them on my other channel. Matter of fact, Saturn was the first planet that I got, and I squealed like a little schoolgirl because it was so cool. I was just reading this morning, I guess, that in the wee hours of the morning, you can see five planets lining up. It's been like that for a few weeks, but they're going to be disappearing soon. So they're going to be disappearing very, very soon. Here we are. This is another part. This is sinus iridum at the top edge. So I think that was it for that footage. And I'm trying to put this up so you guys can see there. So I filmed Saturn and Jupiter. Think I need to get a P1000. Hey, there's one thing, Dave, is that matter of fact, Zombie is the one who showed it to me. But right now, what I paid for my P1000 and even my converted P1000 and even my Bushnell IR, usually cameras like that depreciate over time. Well, evidently, the camera, the original Nikon P1000 that I bought, I paid $1,000 for, basically, right? That's with shipping and everything, taxes. You can't find a used one for under $1,500 right now, not at least in the U.S. And so that's kind of, you know, my cameras are worth more now than they were when I bought them. And I don't think they make the Bushnell Equinox Z2 anymore. I'm not sure on that though. But I know they cost more now than I paid $350 for that IR camera. And I think they're at least $400 to $450 now. So yeah, I did, Dana. So, you know, that was my little tutorial for today. I just wanted to show you guys what exactly I do to make my videos and what exactly you can do to fool people. So does anybody have any questions or anything whatsoever for me? I don't care. It doesn't have to do with this. You can ask me whatever you want to ask me. This has only got to be an hour today, guys. because I have to go take care of my responsibilities. Thank you, Dana, for sharing my links. If you guys want to help a poor girl out, you can either go to my merch store or donate through PayPal or Cash App. All donations go toward the little giveaways that I like to do, every bit of it, because I use the money for postage and for, things to wrap it in and whatnot. So, and that's what you're using possibly many other programs out there to do anything with videos. You're right, Chris. There's plenty of paid, there's plenty of editing programs out there that you can pay for. I don't know why someone would pay for an editing program when they can use this one for free. And then, like I said, I paid $20 for that grain removal tool. So what am I wearing? I'm wearing my little black dress. That is, since I lost so much weight, I've lost actually since I've done a live on camera, I've lost some more weight. All of my clothes are hanging on me bad. So I'm not wearing my little black dress. I'm wearing what used to be my little black dress, and now it's my black dress that's way too big. There's your question answered. What's my plans this weekend? Well, let's see. There's a huge community yard sale that I plan to go to and see if we can buy something to make money on or something that we need for really, really cheap. That's what we go to yard sales for. I need clothes badly. Like I said, all of my clothes are way too big on me now. And so I'm 5'8" and I weigh 140 pounds. So blue jeans are difficult for me to find because, and I do not mean to insult anyone at all by saying this, but the places where you get clothes, more people are on the heavier side now than not in America, at least. And so trying to find a pair of blue jeans that are for someone who is tall and slender is impossible. I can't even find cheap ones. So, yeah. So anyway, yard sales a lot of times are my best bets. Thankfully, in the summer, I just wear dresses, so it don't matter if they're still a little bit big. I can take them in a little bit, but blue jeans are a little bit more harder to. I hear James's phone ringing in there, but I ain't going to get up and answer it. That giant ship looks like it's a sphinx, kind of, says Diane. Anyway, any more questions? That's my plans. There's Friday. Well, Saturday is probably when I'll go to it. I don't know. Maybe Friday I'll be out and about. Got to go grocery shopping. The usual stuff. Other than that, no plans. Have some drink a little drink, smoke a little smoke, and have a little fun. So that's it. Can I see it where? I don't know where you're talking about, Diane. Are you talking about in my photo? The photo that's up? I don't know. Do a little dance. Get down tonight. Remember that song? Get down tonight. So, Diane, are you talking about the photo that I'm showing right now? So you guys, I'm going to try to do at least a 1 hour live stream once a week. I'm going to try. But like I said, I'm about to get super, super busy. But I love seeing you guys. I miss you guys. I love talking to you guys. And I do have one question to ask. It's kind of a poll. Do you guys like the showing the editing program and everything I'm doing? I want to do like one of those a week, and then also do like a music video with some of my favorite oldies. Oh, thank you, Quinn. I talked about that earlier. After the severe trolling that I've gotten, and the way it was affecting me, my husband put his foot down, and he doesn't. He asked me not to put my face out there anymore because he saw how bad it was affecting me, and there's not a damn thing he can do about it. Because the people who are doing it would not have faces anymore if he could do something about it. And I am not even joking a little bit. So I'm doing a compromise. It's either don't show my face anymore like that, or don't do live streams at all. So I chose the latter. And that's the best I can do for now. So that, and I'm sorry, guys. I might still do like I might do a private live stream. I still have my live stream list where it's just private, and you can only come by invitation only. So I might do one of those, like maybe once a month or stuff, and we can, y'all can see me that I'm okay. I'll smile for y'all. I'm smiling right now. You just can't see it. So, ooh, it's raining. And I hear James is out on the lawnmower. Hope he's got high gear on that thing. Okay. So, yeah, that was my thing. I'm just trying to give you guys a variety. Make sure that you know exactly what I'm doing. It's already here, Chris. It's raining. James is out there on the lawnmower. So, anyway, I love you guys. I'm going to have to get off of here now. And I will see you soon. And happy sky watching.